The Great Wall of China is one of the walls and fortresses built in ancient China, which was built about 500 years ago. Estimates of its length range from about 2,400 kilometers to 8,000 kilometers, but in 2012, the Chinese Ministry of Cultural Heritage revealed in a study that the total length of the Great Wall is about 21,000 kilometers. This wall is so popular all over the world that everyone knows about it, but there are many assumptions and misinformation about it. Below, with the help of John Mann, author of The Great Wall of China, we will tell you about 5 myths about this magnificent architecture that have nothing to do with reality. Point 1. It can be seen from the moon. American sketchwriter Robert Ripley was the first to popularize the hypothesis that the Great Wall of China is visible from the moon. In one of his films, Believe It or Not, he called the Great Wall of China as the most powerful work of man, and claimed that it can be seen from the moon with the help of the human eye. Of course, this claim was not based on solid evidence because it was made 30 years before any man walked on the moon. Even Joseph Needham, an eminent Chinese expert on history and culture and author of Science and Civilization in China, said, "The Great Wall of China is the only man-made structure that can be discovered even by Martian astronomers." However, his claim was rejected by the astronauts, but still the fact that the wall was seen from the moon was accepted as a fact. But during China's first space flight in 2003, astronaut Yang Liwei buried this hypothesis forever, saying that he had seen nothing on Earth from space. 2. It is a single wall. One assumption is that it is one long wall, but it is not because it has many parts. And very few of them resemble the magnificent creations that tourists visit. Its well-maintained sections are interspersed with sections that pass through forests and wilderness and are off-limits to pedestrians. There are bushes and ruins, and these parts are joined by water bodies. In many parts, this wall is made up of double, triple or even 4 layers, and these parts meet each other. The part of the Great Wall that you see around Beijing has archaeological remains, some of which are located just below the Great Wall itself. And these divided sections are nothing compared to other mud walls, which are built in parallel and scattered sections towards western China. Point 3. It was built to keep the Mongols away from China. The Great Wall was first ordered to be built by a Chinese emperor who died around 210 BC. That is, before the Mongols came on the scene, since the Mongols arrived around 800 AD. Then China would be threatened by the Xingu, who were probably the ancestors of the Hannu. The war with the Mongols began in the late 14th century when Emperor Ming expelled the Mongols from China. Point 4. The bodies of laborers are buried in the Great Wall of China. There are many rumors about the Great Wall of China that the bodies of the workers who built it are buried in the Great Wall of China. These stories probably originated with Sima Qian, an important historian of the Han Dynasty, who criticized his own emperor for insulting his predecessor, the Qin Dynasty. However, no human skeletons or bones have ever been recovered from this wall and no evidence has been found. Nor do these rumors find any mention in archaeology or old memories. Point 5. Marco Polo had seen it. It is true that Marco Polo never mentioned the Great Wall of China, and only used the mention of the Great Wall as an argument that he had never been to China. At that time, late 13th century, all of China was ruled by the Mongols, so the wall would have become redundant as invaders had ravaged northern China under Genghis Khan 50 years earlier. The Mongols, who had neglected the Great Wall during war, had no need to mention it in times of peace. Marco Polo may have crossed it several times on his way from Beijing to Kublai Khan's palace in Chengdu, but he would have had no reason to focus on it.